Hi, my name is Jamita Brown, or like kids like to call me, Miss Jam. I'm the 4 H Youth Development Educator in Will County, and you're probably stopping by here because you signed up for our 4 H Fair Kits. Either you missed out on the fun, or you're here to do it again. Whichever you're here for, we're excited to have these playbacks available for you. So, we hope that you enjoy all of the fun that we had on the virtual fairgrounds. We know that this year in 2020 was a very weird year and we had to adjust so many different things, but we were glad that we could put this together so that our kids could have some fun. So thank you for coming to our virtual fairgrounds, and I hope that you have a great time.
Today, we are going to be making what is called a mirror image. Now, if you guys notice, I can turn it any way I want and it'll still look awesome on the wall. It's just when you put your name on the bottom right-hand corner, depending on which way we have it, that will determine which way is bottom and which one's top. I'm going to hang this back up behind me, and then we are going to get started. All right, that's close enough to being straight. All right, so first thing we're going to do, after we got all our paint in our paint palette, we are going to start with white paint. Get a good glob on your brush. Can you guys see that glob I got on there? Thumbs up if you just see it. All right, cool beans. So now what you're going to do is you're going to put that in a circular pattern, because that's going to be your sun/moon in the middle. I know it's hard to see because it's white, but trust me, you'll need it there. And this is when we're going to start with our warm colors, which is your yellow, orange, and red. That would be for the sun side of your thing. So you'll go, don't even have to clean your brush right now. This is the best part of this. You'll grab the yellow and go about halfway around where you were working. Can you guys see that okay, or do I need to bring that closer?
Does everyone have their paint already in there? Is everyone caught up with
No, we're
Courtney?
still behind.
Okay, no, so they're not. So everyone's still put in. Okay.
Yep, don't worry.
Didn't get anything in.
Are we going to use every paint color?
No, we're just going to use the warm and cool colors. We won't be using the light green or emerald green, the raw sienna or burnt sienna. We won't be using those. But we're going to use yellow, orange, red, light blue, dark blue, and purple, white, and black. Okay?
Should the white be showing up very clearly because it's not?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's going to be, it's just there as a marker for where your sun and moon are going to be. Okay?
I can't even see it.
So while you guys are working on that, I'll work on mine too. And don't be afraid to put paint on there. I like to use a lot when I paint because it's fun.
Can you wait a minute? I'm still putting my paint in the thing.
Okay, that's fine. Just grab the ones you need when we're starting.
Okay.
So we're starting with yellow. Okay, everybody caught up on the yellow?
Can you
Thumbs up.
please repeat what should be done with yellow?
We're just going to like a rainbow over the white. That's all we're doing right now.
So we rinse the brush every time, yeah?
No, you don't have to rinse the brush yet.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's the beautiful part about this part of the painting. All right, so once everybody's gotten yellow, we're going to dip into the orange. You don't have to clean your brush yet. And you're going to go about a 1/4 inch above the yellow.
We were just putting on white. We have all our colors.
Okay.
So.
I mean, you don't have to put all the colors out if you don't want to. Just pull them out as you're getting them.
They're not that fast. It's all done now.
Okay.
I don't know what to do with what.
With the white, you're gonna put a circle in the middle. That's gonna be your moon.
I know.
So that's what the white is. So kind of how she has the rainbow of the yellow and then the orange time the arc is a little dot of white in the middle.
Yeah, it's just a marker for yourself so you remember where you put it. Because sometimes when you get going with these, you forget where you put the white, and it's very difficult to put it back once you didn't put it on there, especially with the blues. All right, so has everybody gotten to at least the orange? Thumbs up.
I haven't.
Oh, it's okay. There's no rush on this. It's very, very simple and basic. We're going to take your time. It's not a rush thing. Paintings aren't supposed to be rushed. And I have already put my hand in the purple paint, so don't feel bad at all. Now the question is, how much did I actually get on my shirt? All right, so for all of you that have gotten to the orange, I'm going to move on to the red. If you have questions, I can slow down. It's not a race, even though a lot of you think it is a race when we do artwork at school. I've seen some of you do that. All right, so then we're going to take that red and go about 1/4 inch above that orange again. And don't be afraid to use the paint. And you're going to blend those two colors together. You see how they're blending together slightly when you bring the red to the orange? I got to stop hitting the table. I'm sorry, guys. It keeps wiggling the camera. I'm really sorry. It's a hard habit to break. Once you get that red on there and you've got it kind of blended with the orange, that's when you can clean your brush. How many of you know how to clean a brush properly? Thumbs up if you've ever cleaned the paintbrush properly. So what you're going to do is when you clean your brush, this is the same brush I've been using, you swirl it around the water, get as much off as you can, but when you dry it, you pull the bristles up so it gets that nice edge on it again. Otherwise, you're giving your hairbrush a really bad hairdo. Very important that you brush it up when you're drying it so it keeps that nice thing. You don't want it to look like you don't want to have a bad hair day. That's the best way to put it. All right, so how many of you got into the red? Got one hand, two hands, couple hands. Awesome sauce. Okay, so once you get your brush clean, we're going to go on to the blue side. but we're just gonna paint. Basically, you're almost gonna have like an eye in the middle of this for the shape you're looking for, where the sun and the moon would be while you're doing this. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the blues. You're gonna dip into that light blue, and it's called cerulean blue. We're gonna use that color next.
So the orange and the red should be blended before you flip to the other side.
Yeah, if you want to, it's their decision. I don't want you copying what I do, but I want you to learn a new step while you do it. And it's not going to blend really, really well. You want to see definition between the two colors, but not like a hard line. Like it's like red, then orange. See, I like paintings where I don't have to clean my brush a lot because I'm a lazy painter, as my dad would say. So I just like to kind of blend it on the canvas. A lot of people like to do it on their paint palette, but for me, it's easier to do it right on the canvas. All right, so how many of you gotten caught up to the blue? Thumbs up? Okay. Troy, did you have a question? Okay.
Is it light blue or dark blue?
It's the cerulean blue. It's the lighter blue that came in your paints.
So this one.
Yeah, it says cerulean. It's CERULEAN blue, because we're going to be using the ultramarine next.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. You first gotta rinse it off.
All right, once you guys have gotten that cerulean on there, we're going to move on to that ultramarine, which I actually really like this color. Good choice, Jamita. Good choice.
Thank
And
you.
you're gonna kind of blend it just like you did before. I'm going to use all that I put down in my paint palette because I really like this blue. How are we doing out there? Good thumbs up.
Still on the light blue.
Okay. It's okay. No, I learned how to do this starting in March doing online teaching. I'm sure you all have a learning curve with that also. And teachers learn the hard way with that too.
And Courtney, let me know if you want me to unmute them so they can talk to you, or you just let me know.
Yeah, I haven't seen any hands come up except for Troy's. But I'm not seeing all their little faces either.
So if y'all have a question, you can be like Jacob's mom and you can unmute and kind of ask. If you have something to say about, please slow down, Miss Courtney, just let us know, okay?
All right, well, we're going to move on to the purple. which I know, ladies, that's one of the favorite colors among my students. And we're going to put that right at the bottom, and you're going to do exactly what you did before. And it'll blend right in to that dark blue, and it gives you like a really interesting purple between the two. All right. We've got the skies on almost. And then once you get done with your purple, you get to clean your brush again. And I'm not going to be like Bob Rossi that makes that little da-da-da-da noise when he cleans his brushes.
I love
Yes,
Bob.
I love watching that show.
It's the afro. I love it.
I know. I love his hair. I always tell my nephew you're his love child because he always has bushy hair lately.
Yeah.
All right. So once we get all the background done, I'll wait for y'all to catch up, and then we're going to be putting our sun/moon in the center here in a minute. I really have to stop hitting the table. I keep noticing that I'm jiggling all over the place.
I can't notice it. I don't know.
I notice it because I've done it so many times that I keep doing that. All right, is everybody caught up to the purple at least?
I see some people getting there.
Nope.
I just
Okay.
started the purple.
All right, well, let's get those backgrounds up, and I will sit here and wait for you guys to give me a thumbs up.
Zoe's ready. Got 2 more ready.
Okay. Jamita, if they decide to show these at their visual art shows, is it okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So see, guys, I'm giving you a heads up for next year for your visual arts projects.
That is fine. We might have another if Courtney agrees.
Of course.
It's a really good idea. My idea was to at least try to tap into each general project area. So we had the gardening, we're doing the STEM on Friday, the food decorating tomorrow, and then the visual arts today. Try to at least switch it up.
There you go. How are we doing animal science?
See, that's my one area that I don't have. I don't have down.
You'll get it down. We'll train you, don't worry.
Y'all are
Okay, I'm finally caught up.
Jake is ready.
Yay!
I think Zoe. Troy, you ready? You good? Not yet. And then what about you, Jacob? Jacob and Troy are still working on that purple.
Almost.
Okay. Almost. And then Maddie. I think Maddie usually sends a thumbs up when, yep, she's ready.
All right. Well, since majority of you are ready, I'm going to move on a little bit. Just keep going with what you're on. So you're going to get some white paint again, and you see how you got that white spot in the middle right there? This is where we start filling it in with our sun. So I have a little bit of yellow mixed in with my white, which is perfectly fine. And I suck at making circles. I'm not even going to lie about it. Even the art teachers cannot make perfect circles. All right, so if you can see, I got that half circle on the top going good. Now, we'll bring it down. to the next part down here in the blue. And it's okay if the colors blend into that a little bit because it'll give it a little bit of a difference from, you know, what the sun and the moon are. All right. Okay, I've got my sun and moon up there. Now I'll wait for you guys to get on there. And it's okay if it blends in, but stick with your warm colors first and then go down to the dark color where the blue is, because you don't want to get the blue into the yellow and then you get a green sun. Which I will tell you honestly, this is like the second one I did because I did have a green sun and I went, sugar, you can't do that. Doesn't look right. We're not on Mars. And then once you get that painted on, we're done with the brush for a little bit. They're all so quiet, or did we mute everybody?
They're muted. I can unmute some people. That's what I was thinking.
So used to having class in Google Hangouts where everybody just talks the whole time. And it's like, oh my gosh, this is so quiet.
We're
unmuted. So the white should cover up some of the blue, but the other portion of white has already been painted white, right?
Correct. You wanted to keep that as white as possible because when the sun sets, sometimes it's like a really bright white or a really bright yellow, but almost looks white to the normal people. Jake has a question.
Am I allowed to use this right now or no?
What did you say?
Am I allowed to use this right now or no?
What do you, I can't see what you're showing me.
Oh, the sponge like brush thingy.
We're not going to use that right now.
Okay.
And I'll say this, some people have different brushes. I'll be honest.
Yeah. But the nice part is the kit came with 3 brushes, which we are going to use one of those when we get to the stars and the trees. Yes, Troy.
How did you do the sun?
What did you say?
How did you do the sun?
Okay, you did do the sun, both the moon and the sun?
He's asking how did.
No, I haven't done that.
Okay, so you're just going to use your white paint, just like you did before. Make sure your brush is clean before you use the white paint, otherwise you're going to have a green sun. No green suns on Earth. Well, at least not yet. And you're just going to do a circular pattern. You can see where the blue turned it to like a grayish yellow down here, but that's fine because sometimes the moon comes up a different color because it's reflectivity from the sun, and I'm not a biology person, so we're just going to leave that to the astronomers and all those people.
So I put white on the sun and moon?
Yeah, you're basically going to start with the yellow part here, and you're going to put that white paint there, and it's going to give it a little yellowish hue. Once you get that side completely done, then go down to the blue side, okay?
Okay.
So you're going to do like half a circle and then half a circle and kind of get them to meet up as close as you can. But that's why we're doing silhouettes, so we can hide that little tiny mistake we make. Because if you notice my sun here, it doesn't quite connect correctly because I was not paying attention.
So we have to use a blue to connect it?
Nope, you're just going to stick with the white.
Okay.
Stick with the white paint for that. Your moon and your sun will come up on there.
Hey, Coco.
Mother, how are you?
Don't worry, my dog is sitting right behind me right now, breathing on my back.
Gonna stand up, Pop? No.
All right, how many of you are almost done with the suns? I got one.
Done.
see one.
No.
Okay, keep going. We got plenty of time. My husband's cooking dinner, so I don't have to worry about it.
What's for dinner, Mom?
I have no idea, son.
Oh man, I'm hungry. Back to that. Ready.
Oh, you're having for dinner. Sorry.
So how should I
Excellent, Zoe.
connect it like here?
Well, that's where we're going to put the silhouette to hide it.
Okay.
So that's why I do what I do. All right,
Okay.
that looks really good.
Thank you.
I'm hoping to see that at a visual art show next year. Jam's going to have to invite me to Grundy County to check it out, and Kankakee.
You want to see my picture?
I might be able to. I can't remember when Grundy's is over, but she may be able to do it this year if the deadline's
Ooh.
not there yet.
All right. I think Kankakee's is next week, isn't it?
I think they're both Grundy and Kankakee are kind of this week.
Okay, cool.
The last week or this week, something like that. So she may have some time if she does want to.
Hey, if you get it done in time, take pictures. This is great.
I think I got done with it.
Okay, well, hold it up and let me see what you got.
No, I know.
Boom, that looks great. Excellent.
I got mine done. You want to see?
Sure. Jem, can I see everybody's picture? Because I've only got like 5 people on the side of my screen.
Let me see. Can you see anything I'm doing, or is it just for me?
I don't see anything you're doing. Let me
Okay,
see
so where the participants are, if you click on that,
Okay. I don't do Zoom often.
you should be able to click on that and you can just keep them on. You can change the viewing for
So
gallery
everyone's
view
people?
or speaker view.
Let me put it on gallery. Ah, here we go. Yay, now I can see. All right.
As well, we want to see everyone.
Okay, excellent work. Oh, Zoe disappeared. Oh, she's back. Okay.
These are some other things I've painted this summer.
Nice. Very nice.
Thank you.
I like it. All right, has everybody got their suns on there?
Yeah.
All right, so now, how many of you got a tool that kind of looks like this? It's a plastic knife. How many got one of those? Everybody hold it up so I can see what we got. It kind of looks like we can use it for frosting cakes. If you do cake decorating. Yep. So now this is when our black paint comes in, okay?
I don't
Put
think
that
I
black, so put the black paint here in the middle, otherwise you won't be able to get your knife on there real good. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your knife and you're gonna run it back and forth a little bit on your knife so you get it on the edge of your knife, okay?
That's
Yeah, in the middle.
All right, this is where it gets tricky. Oh, I almost dumped my paint on the floor. All right, so you're gonna take your knife and you're gonna go straight across. Gotta angle it ever so slightly. And I need more paint because it's being temperamental.
right now I don't have the plastic knife.
You can use a paintbrush too. I did this one with a paintbrush because I could not remember where I put the bag that the office sent me.
I have it, Mom.
Ah, now I know what happened to it. So that's how you know where your line is of your horizon. So you'll know like this half is going to be your night sky, this half is going to be your daylight. And then to do this is the best way to make trees. You use these to make your trunks of your trees.
Is
That's
it?
right there.
Nice
That's right
tree.
Is this it?
Yes.
Yep. You
That's
just
it.
use this, yeah, that's your knife, a
Oh.
paint knife. Or a trowel or whatever, that depends on which set you got. I call it a knife because that's what you're supposed to call it, at least that's what they taught us in college. Who knows, it probably changed since then. I've been out of school a long time. So this is the easiest way to make
You're not a painter. You're not good at painting.
your trees. That's how the professionals make the trees, the trunks of the trees. They just kind of rub the knife up and down a little tiny bit
Little
on a
pretty tree.
slight angle, and it'll give you equal amount from top to bottom. I don't know if you guys can see mine real well because the lighting in here is just terrible. So, But yeah, that's how you get your horizon line in and your tree line. And I believe my daughter's texting me if she could just walk in the house and ask the question. That'd be fine with me. So that is just for your horizon line. You can also use the knife to paint mountains, trees, water, but that's for more advanced. And I haven't painted with a knife in a really long time, and I kind of miss painting that way. And my dad was giving me the 101 lesson over the phone earlier yesterday because I could not remember how to use a knife. Sounds bad, doesn't it? Even teachers cannot remember how to use tools. No matter what any teacher says to you, sometimes they forget.
Cut with it.
Well, yeah, we can cut with it too, but we don't want to cut our painting. So after you guys get your trunks on, you can put as many little trees as you want, but just remember to go equal above and below the line so it looks like a mirrored image, okay? And then in your paint box, where the paints came from, there's this brush. It's the widest brush you got. It's about yay wide. It is the small flat is what it says on there. I'll hold it up to the camera. And I'm pretty sure you can't see what it says, but we try. It came with your paints, so let's get that out. It's a nice thin small brush, which is going to be great for putting on leaves on your tree, adding grass, all that good stuff.
Say everyone should have.
Yeah, it came with your paint, so you definitely have it.
They should have something similar, but
What was it called?
Oh, this one.
It's a small flat brush. It came with your paint set.
The best.
Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, everybody's got. Oh, Zoe's gone again.
We used small flat for all the rest of the painting. Is that okay?
That's fine. Yeah, it's perfectly fine. If he's very comfortable using that, by all means, use it. That's like one of my favorite brushes to use. That's why it takes me forever to do a painting.
I think
So
it's
you'll use that in the black paint, and then we can start. This is how you do a tree. You're going to dot. You're going to go dot, 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 dot. It's just dotting back and forth. And just remember to cross your trunk. That's all you have to remember to do when you're doing silhouettes. That's why I love silhouettes, because you can royally mess it up and nobody's going to know but you. And all my students at school know that too. I do silhouettes at least 1 per quarter, so everybody at least gets an A. All right, so I'm going to keep going. I'm going to stay on this side here.
That's good.
Just remember to always start at the trunk of your tree and come out. Otherwise, you have floating tree branches, which looks really weird in paintings.
Happy little trees.
Yeah, no floating trees.
I said happy little trees.
Yes, happy little trees. And if you want it more of a bushy looking tree, you just kind of dab it a little bit more. And then you can get your pine trees and your other trees. Let me move this a little closer to you guys so you guys can see a little bit better. Can you guys see it now?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to paint over here for a minute, and you guys can see that it's just dotting. And it gives the illusion of a tree. Because the light will go through trees when there's a silhouette. And I'm sure you guys have seen that at sunrises and sunsets your entire lives.
Stars.
We'll get to the stars in a little bit.
Happy little trees forever.
Yes, you can do palm trees with this, but we're sticking with
pine brushes.
We're sticking with pine trees and regular trees for now because palm trees can get a little tricky.
I know.
Our brushes.
But you can add in, like for your horizon line, this is when we start hiding all our oopsies that we've done. So you can make like a hill. And it kind of hides all the little boo-boos we made.
Hi, kid.
Hi.
As we are going.
Thanks.
Oh, that looks horrible.
I made a tiny little hill.
You gotta do both sides.
Yep. Remember, you got to mirror what you did.
It's mirror art.
Yep.
What brush do we use next?
We're just going to stick with this little brush and black paint for right now. So this is when you can start dragging your the ground across, but try not to go too thick of a line to start, because then you have to like try to match it up on both sides and it makes it a little tricky.
I'm just gonna go one over.
Yeah, just taking your time. You can do anything on a silhouette. I know a lot of kids that have done like deer and things like that, but I don't have the stencils out, and I'm pretty sure Jam doesn't want to try mailing those to you guys either.
I didn't know they made those.
Oh yeah, there's a whole bunch of toys we can get.
Ooh,
So this is the nice part about silhouettes. Like you see how I'm covering up where I didn't have the blue go right across. So I'm just going, oh, I'm making a bigger island for myself. It's my happy little island.
what are you doing? Thank you. So big. These trees.
Yeah. Now painting upside down is difficult, so I'm going to have to flip my entire easel upside down so I can paint the trees the right way, because I cannot do it upside down. I've tried and it doesn't look right. So yeah, basically, you just got to take your time, you guys, and you can have a lot of fun doing this. And it's a neat project because you really can do anything you want. It's just, it's a unique way of displaying your artwork.
Whoa, I can make a rainbow, bruh. Rainbow.
All right.
All
All right, so how many of you are feeling very confident with your silhouette?
Me.
Me.
I'm glad you guys are.
Is that mine? Oh, that's mine. Oh, there is it.
If my dog starts barking, I'm sorry. That means my sister's here to pick up my niece, which should be happening probably in the next 15 minutes. So I'm going to apologize now before that happens.
Get this
done. All right. So you can tell up close. I mean, yeah, the top part of my thing looks really weird right now with the lighting, but you guys can see the difference with yours. So let's see what we've gotten so far. Anybody want to volunteer to hold theirs up? Awesome. These look amazing. You guys are doing great. Awesome.
Hey, that's weird.
Awesome. All right. So once you've gotten the black on and you're very happy with that, clean that brush right away, because black stains everything. So we don't want to mess up our brushes too much, but it's going to be like a dark grayish color. Ew, my water's gross. I don't know
No,
what you...
my water's grosser.
Yeah, the water's looking really gross. Okay. So in your collection of brushes that you got, you should also have this really, really teeny tiny thin one. Do you guys see how thin that brush is?
Yeah.
We're going to use that to put stars in our sky.
Oh, it says little.
So we're going to use the thinnest, smallest brush you have for that. Because I'm pretty sure the moms would not like it if I told them to splatter it on there.
That's how I do it.
I know. I love doing it that way too, but I also know that a lot of moms would probably come and hunt me down if I let you guys do that. And you guys know how to make teeny tiny dots for stars.
Yeah, I'm just fishing.
That in. But
Yeah.
don't press hard, otherwise you get like those really fat looking ones. We don't want that.
What color?
White for stars. Okay?
All right.
And if you know your constellations, go to town and make the constellations, guys.
Okay.
I don't know the constellations that well.
Yeah,
How's the dolphin?
I know.
That's great.
All right. So now you guys are almost done. Once you get to the stars, you're at the finishing point.
Yo, we got this, Beth.
So you guys can display this any way you want. That's the beauty of this. If you want yours to be the night sky versus the day, you can.
Doing it that way.
Yeah.
I think I have.
You guys did awesome so far. I'd love to. We're going to wait and see how everybody gets theirs done, and then we're going to see how they all came out.
So what do we do on the rainbow side of
The what?
rainbow? The other side of
Other side of what?
We do it on
the
the
sign of go.
Oh, we don't do anything to the sun. It's a nice cloudless day.
All right, so
So who wants to volunteer and hold theirs up first? Nice. These look great. Good job.
I will squish it.
Awesome.
You know,
That looks so cool, you guys. I'm loving it.
I'm going to get my phone and then we're going to take, whenever you all are ready, we're going to hold them up. And then, well, not me, but you all. And then I'm going to take a picture of everybody.
I have one.
It's okay. She can do whatever she wants.
That looks great. I love it.
So what do we do with
Excellent.
the paint palettes?
Well, you're going to clean them up and we're all said and done. But Matt, you're going to sit down, relax, and wait for all of our friends here to finish. And we will do show and tell here in a minute.
That's done. Yep. Want to see mine, Lori? I made this star. Hold on.
Oh, she totally touched her hair.
Bye, you people. Bye.
I like that.
Hold
I think
on,
I could
Lori.
do a
Don't turn
tree
it off
thing.
yet.
Nice save. Hey. Nice back. Call back.
It would be nice to have it working.
Oh, Jamita, get ready to mute me. My dog's already doing the growl on the floor.
Is everyone, I still see some people.
I think our buddy down here, Jake, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Excellent. Yeah, Zoe, I've learned one thing. Be careful with paintbrushes in the mouth. I've eaten paint before. But I forgot I dipped it in the paint and then I stuck it in my mouth and I was like, ew, what did I
I've
just
done that
eat?
before.
Oh, it's terrible.
All right, I am complete.
You are complete?
Let us see it.
What's this in the half?
I'm gonna hold it up. The top will be
This is not clear because what's
Oh, that looks wonderful. Excellent.
I tried the best I could to copy the smaller trees, but
No, but you did great. For your first time doing trees like this, you did amazing.
thank you. I might even try later on to put like a little person looking through a telescope on one side.
That would be fun.
Or a man on a boat fishing.
Yeah.
I'll add some stars to the purple.
While we're waiting for some people to finish, does anyone have any questions about art or painting or anything they want to ask Miss Courtney?
Oh. Does anyone want to see my hands? Cause I got a lot of paint.
I do too. I've got white all over my fingers. Okay, we get into our work. That means you're doing a great job. If you're covered in paint, that means you were into it, and I love it.
I'm always covered in paint.
I am too. Usually I have a smock on that says covered in paint, and my students walk in like, what did you do today? I said, I didn't do anything yet. Okay. Can you respond for me? Thanks,
All right,
dear.
if y'all are done, I want you to lift up your paintings and show us to the camera. And I'm just going to take a quick picture. And if you're not, don't worry. I like documenting. I realized once we went virtual, I did not have a lot documented. So go ahead and lift it to the camera and say cheese.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, he put birds. Very nice. Awesome. You guys did amazing.
Really nice. And we still want to see Jacob's and Troy's, but we'll wait until.
Of course.
Let's see yours, Jacob. Oh, nice. I didn't see yours. I didn't see. Okay, you're the one who put the birds. I like
Yeah, he did a great job. I love it.
that. You did yours.
Make it upside down.
Landscape.
Hmm
That's cool.
It could have been done portrait or landscape. I just grabbed a paint and started painting.
Everyone's almost finished, so I want everyone to tell. Go ahead, Troy.
Mine finished.
Show us. We want to see it.
Oh, yes.
It's really good.
Nice. I like it. You guys did an amazing job. I'm very proud of all of you. Now, I want to see these at your visual art shows next year or this year if you're, feeling crazy and you want to enter still, because I think you can.
I love it. So what do we need to tell Miss Courtney?
Thank you.
You guys.
You're most welcome. I hope I get to do this again with you guys.